So, I see Tim Westwood's in Nigeria, of all places. Okay. Let's see how smart a move that is. Does Nigeria have a treaty with the UK with regards to sending people back that have committed crimes? That's a good thing to find. That's a good thing to find out. That's a good thing to know that exists. You know what I mean? Because, maybe, just maybe, he's on the run. You know what I mean? Because if all this has blown up in the media, and he's there spinning tunes, as we've seen in the little clip now that's gone out, and boy, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Because basically, with regards to the treaty thing, yeah, that's worth looking into. Because boy, looks like Tim Westwood has done a runner. Obviously, if there's a case to be made, then they'll have to pull him in, won't they? You know what I mean? So that's a case for Interpol to get on. You know what I mean? Interpol have to tap into Nigeria. Nigerian officers be on the case, moving, and then moving, and then do all that. You know what I mean? Obviously, some rough Nigerian man will rough him up and listen. No. That's what they'd do if it was me or you. Because it's Westwood now, they probably, you know what I mean? They probably, like I said, softly approach. If anything, they probably wouldn't bother. They probably wouldn't bother. Because that's the thing I was saying is, but they think it's worth it. Just black girls, right? Black chicks, right? And obviously, it's part of the hip hop culture. They're like, give it a pass. They'll probably rock it off. Whatever. Because the thing is, it's in a mainstream, it's in black online culture that we're dealing with this. Yeah, that's a big difference. In the mainstream culture, it's already been dealt with and it's already been moved on. That makes sense. So, in the mainstream culture, it's already been dealt with, brushed over, and that's it. There's a show, Panorama, whatever it was, BBC investigation, ironic. But whatever it is, they've moved on. But the black folk online are dealing with it. But that's my point. It's died down in the media. And will the police or the authorities follow that up? Will it be worth it? Will it be worth the paperwork? Like I said, will it be worth having Agent 27546727941 going over there or sending over some SAS paratrooper to get him back, They'll probably see him somewhere in, Lagos, hiding in a tent, with turntables, and pull him up. No, that won't happen. That won't happen. They probably might leave him there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. He's on the run. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's just black girls. But hey, but I say that to say this: as a cultured brother, as a cultured, public brother, man of culture. One of the most important things to me is being on code. Being on code is very important. And looking at this, I'm looking at it from a global, wider perspective, a black diaspora perspective. Boy, people talk about being on code. You can't deal with Westwood like this. Then how are you going to be on code? That don't make sense. How are you going to be on code if you can't deal with Westwood like this? If he's, going over there and, being massa. You know what I mean? How does that make sense? Because he knows when he goes over there, they're part of the Red Sea. That's what that's about. I remember, I had to bring Boris Johnson into this, funnily enough. Remember a little while back, Boris Johnson made a comment in the media about Tony Blair going to African countries and, let's say, third world countries, whatever it is. And when he goes over there, very controversial comment. He was seen as the big white bird soars in the sky and then lands, lands in the country, a third world country. Like a big bird, that's him, Blair. They see him as like a big, iconic bird, like massa flying through the sky. He lands and touches down. They all rush and, you know, they all bow down and give praise and give thanks. That's how it is with Westwood. You know what I mean? That's how it is with Westwood, you know. He's gone to Nigeria and, you know, he's landed and he knows this. As soon as he touches Nigerian soil, they'll push him to the front, push him to the fore. And that's how you all are. You know, you can talk all the talk you want about culture, you know, pride, you know, mention those names, name drop, Kwame Nkrumah, Walter Rodney, you know, Fela Kuti, whatever you want to say. But the fact of the matter is, you just don't have that unity, you know, on code, and that's the whole. See, it's not just being on code, but the whole cultural unity based on that code isn't there. That's all it is. So Westwood knows he can simply go there, land, and be a hero, be master, you know. And it's funny, like I said in the previous video, take any Bollywood event, yeah. When you go there, you're a guest. Yeah. That's the difference. When you go there, you are a guest. You don't take center stage. You know? You're there, if you're there with a friend or work colleague and they let you in, and they'll be friendly to you, they'll be cordial, they'll be nice, they'll be receptive of you. Yeah? But hey, don't misbehave, don't muck about, don't act up. Or they'll show you what is what, make an example of you. But the bottom line is, you know, you're a guest. You're on the parameters of the show. Whereas, with y'all, you do what you always do, do what you always done. Just open the door and push him to the top, you know? And that's how you roll. You know what I mean? It's funny mentioning Bollywood. I always give this a little analogy when, like, you know, this kind of thing comes up. A good friend of mine, I might give my identity away here, but a good close friend of mine, known as one of the baddest dancers in the country, if not the best. So I'm gonna say, top dancer. One time, you know, he's dancing. As usual, he smashed it. Usual crowd go crazy, like usual stuff. Remember an Asian guy was like, yeah, I'm a promoter. Please dance at my thing, please. He was begging on his hands and knees, pleading. My friend was like, nah. And I remember the guy even said, he shouldn't have said this really, but this is what he said. Oh, there'll be white girls there. And obviously, my friend was a pro-black, to the point of theology, to the point of nah, because, well, pro-black, and he's like, he said to me, boy, doesn't this guy know what I am? Meaning, well, I'm pro-black, I don't play that, I'm not gonna go on no stage for no one like that, and be no one's little monkey. And that's just it. Why don't you be like that? Where's your backbone? Where's your spinal cord? Why aren't you on code like that? You're not. And that's my point. So lo and behold now. Now remember that, and what it is when my man's dancing, we all do our thing. That's our little black thing together, you know? That's the black moment, you know what I mean? No disrespect. And that's how it was seen for us, you know? Predominantly black crowd, do nothing back in the day, that's how it was, you know? Don't forget, it was all black clubs back in the day, you know? Black guys putting on events all over the shop. You know, we used to go all over, you know, Derby, Birmingham Standard, you know what I mean? All over, people everywhere. Rave it up, party, usual stuff. It's a black thing, unity on code. But now, hey, let me not digress. The whole point I'm trying to make is that attitude, that mentality. You all don't have that. That's why you let them in and they run things, you know, and they know it. You know? The two most predominant DJs, hip-hop DJs, in recent times, is it Charlie Sloth? Westwood himself? Come on. Yes, we got 279, yes, we got Shorty Blitz, big up, but, you know, That's the whole point I'm making. You know? What in the Bollywood, even hip hop Bollywood. You know? Bali Sagoo. Is it Bali Sagoo? There's a guy with a turban who sadly was passed away. You know? He's actually Indian. Yeah? They're taking your culture, put their own guys there. You know? Is Jay-Z rapping on a Bollywood event? No, he's not. That's my point. Is it 50-50 Bollywood hip-hop split? No, it's not. Alright then. But yeah, so having said that, it is what it is. So yeah, Nigeria, man. You better talk to Interpol and get them to come over and take Westwood home, man, because obviously SA charges, rape charges, young girl charges. And he's there spinning shootings like, yeah, rubbing records like it's no one's business. You know? Where's the accountability? Where's the responsibility? You know? Yeah, I've done wrong. And that's it, we forgive him, that's it, boom. And some poor girl's got to live with that, if it's true. You know?